What's poppin', T subs and T squad? So, child, check this out. Before I leave for the day, new show alert, girl. Real Housewives of Dubai made its appearance last night, girl. And I forgot all about it. No shade, I forgot all about it until Scotty brought it up last night after the live, and I said, "All right, well." I was gonna watch it today while I had the time to do it before I gotta leave. And this is me keeping my promise, girl. Real Housewives is a bad. All right, this is season 1, episode 1, saying do's and don'ts. First and foremost, let me just say this: everything about Dubai is fabulous, bitch. Okay, fabulous. Everything about it. Um, I loved the edits. The edits was real cute. I lived for the song choices, like y'all made me do my little dirty wine, wine for me, slow wine for me, girl wine for me, slow wine for me. I know we canceled or whatever the case may be, but that was the first thing that popped into my head. No shade, but I was living. I was for it because everything was fabulous, bitch. Everything was fabulous. So they started us off with meeting the ladies. So Sarah is a divorced mom of one, and she's a tech entrepreneur. Shout out to her. Chanel, who is Ayan, Ayan, Ayan. I'm just gonna call her Chanel. Um, She is a married mom of one, and she is Dubai's first black supermodel. Yes, God, honey. Then we get down to Caroline. All right, shout out to Miss Caroline, because all the boys say she mighty fine. Yes, God, honey. Um, Lord, if she ain't fine, her damn husband is. Okay, that last toddler. But you know what? I ain't even mad at it though, Caroline, because that's some shit I would have did. But we'll talk about more when we get down to that. Um, she's an entrepreneur and an aspiring hoteler, so shout out to her, child. So Nina is a mom of three. She's a mommy influencer and a CEO. Shout out to her. So Caroline Brooks, honey, first and foremost, Caroline Brooks, you give me a nasty piece of K Michelle. I don't know what it is about you, especially in your confessionals. I don't know what it is about you, whether you just naturally look like her, but baby, you look like her. You give me a nasty piece of K Michelle if I ain't ever seen it. And you want to know what else? It ain't just you, because Lisa give me a nasty bit of what's the girl name? What's the girl name? Princess Love, a much prettier version. All right. See, that's all that melanin in her. All right, no shade. But yeah, we're gonna get to it. Caroline Brooks, they call her Brooks because there's already one Caroline there. She's a divorced mom of one. She's an entrepreneur slash spa enthusiast. So shout out to a child. And then Lisa, who I was talking about. Lisa gave me a nasty piece of Princess Love, just with more melanin. Yes, God, bitch, I live. She's a married mom of three, and she's a maternity fashion designer. So those are the ladies. All right. Those are the ladies. All right. Sarah, Chanel, Caroline, Nina, Caroline Brooks, and Lisa. All right. Them the damn women. So Chanel, who I want to say is Ion. I want to say that's how they pronounce it. Ayan, Ion. I want to say that's how they pronounce it, but the people call her Chanel. So she's doing a photo shoot looking fabulous. All right. And she tells us in 4 different languages that she a bad bitch. And I'm down for it, honey. I'm not mad at you for reminding the girls that you's that you that bitch. All right. I'm not mad at you for letting the hoes know in 4 different languages who you are and what you are. And that is a bad bitch. I'm not mad at it. But what I don't want you to give me is hustling, because that's what you put me in the mind of a little bit when it came down to this. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm all down for you knowing your worth and knowing you're fabulous. I get all of that. But we'll get to it, Chanel. So she's playing a hand game with her son or whatever, and she talks about how her son is her best friend and everything she does is for her son. Like she even talks about how she will pull him out of school just to take him to go to the movies or do things or some such, and who needs school anyway and everything. Your child needs school, girl. Let that boy go to school. He don't want to sit up under your old ass all day. Let that boy go to school and socialize with other kids and learn and stuff like that. Like, let him, you know what I'm saying, flourish and all of that. Like, I get what you're doing because you a supermodel and you don't want to end up with your child feeling like you chose to travel and to model and to do this and do that over him. So I get why you overcompensating, but no, man, keep that little nigga in school. Girl, don't come up here and tell nobody that no more. Moving on. So Caroline and her fine ass husband Sergio, baby. Let me tell you something. Sergio, Calvin, Iceberg, Sergio's. I'm trying to get him inside of those. Yes. Baby, let me tell you something. Sergio is so damn fine. Sergio can have my entire paycheck. I'm not mad with you, Caroline, because it's the only reason why you got married to him, because he fine as hell. And you was going through a midlife crisis. You talked about how you moved to Dubai with your husband 7 years ago. You got divorced 5.5 years later. And then now you got divorced last year. Now you plan, actually, you don't even planning a wedding because you already got married. You had to go someplace else to get married because call it what it is, Caroline. You's an old hoe. You's an old MILF. And he's 27 years old, Catholic, you're Jewish, a divorce. You know how the Catholics feel about you and divorce and all the rest of that stuff. So they had to go someplace else to get married and all the rest of that shit. I'm glad you called it what it was, Caroline. You're going through a midlife crisis, which is what most people go through when they have a divorce. Now, he ain't that much. I mean, 27, 45, and I feel like by the time you hit age 25, you should already know or have an idea or get close to your goals as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not necessarily saying that she robbing the cradle, but I don't know, Caroline. I just don't know how I feel about you marrying him so soon. Don't get me wrong. He fine as hell. Okay, Sergio is fine, baby. Every bit of it. Like, Lord, I should have got my fans. Because Sergio is fine. Like Sergio was fine. Every part of Sergio is just fine. He just fine. But the fact that you still trying to learn how to pronounce his first name and then you done pooched off and married this damn man, now you finna have a damn hen party, which is a bachelorette party, because she British or whatever. So around there, the British or whatever, they call it a hen party. Down here, girl, we call it a bachelorette. Like you having this bachelorette party, you sitting there talking about something he told you that he didn't want a bachelor party, that he just want to be stuck up under you. I don't know. Like and I'm skipping ahead, but Caroline, I don't know, girl, but moving on. So Nina comes over and hangs out, and that's when she invited the ladies, invited her down to her little hen party, which is a bachelorette party. She's inviting the ladies, but she's not inviting Chanel. She don't see it for Chanel at all. And Chanel, I'm gonna be honest with you, you make it easy for hoes that I see it for you. But we gonna move on. So Lisa, she at home with her kids down to the pool, honey. And baby, she's so rich and fabulous, bitch, that even in 103-degree weather, she said in the summer times it get to 120. They was out in the pool, it was already 103. Baby, they have big ass blocks of ice, $1,500 a pop, delivered to the house that they put down into the pool, girl, to get the pool cool again. Baby, let me tell you something. That's how rich and fabulous I'm trying to be. That's what I'm talking about. When you can just get ice delivered to your shit. Y'all ain't got to get out the pool, girl. Let me call this pool company right quick. You're gonna have to swim around some icebergs, but excuse me, but it'll be all right. At least you ain't hot, daughter. That's what matters. I'm down for it. And her kids have three different accents, and they do because Lisa's husband is British, like Lisa. And she got three sons. One of the sons, you can tell he got a British accent. The other son, I believe he's the oldest son. So I'm gonna say that the middle son has the British accent. The oldest son has the American accent. You know what I'm saying? And the little boy, he can talk a little bit to where you can kind of tell where he speaks, and he's more along like Jamaican slash British. He around that type. I live for it. I live for it. What is she? Jamaican American, British. Oh, baby, that's a nasty combination. Oh, Lord God Almighty. Oh, your sons gonna be heartbreakers when they get older, and they gotta drop a nigga in them. Oh, yes, God. Oh, I had your daughters because when them little niggas come around, child. Oh, baby, it's a wrap. So, Caroline Brooks, they call her Brooks. I'm gonna call her Brooks too. So Brooks is at home, and baby, her home is fabulous, honey. Fabulous. Period. Fabulous. I live for it. And she said when she got divorced, all she wanted was her 9-year-old son Adam, and that's exactly what the fuck she got. I'm sure he ain't mind giving her just that, and she just walked away with nothing, and she turned nothing into something, honey. Because, baby, let me tell you something. Look, what did you do, sir? Let me know. I want to get on your plan because for you to walk away with nothing to now, how you live in two damn neighborhoods. Two. You got a regular house and you got a weekend house, not a summer house, not a vacation house, bitch, a weekend house. And you sat around here shopping around for different locations for you to open up a spa in. You better do your deals, Brooke. Bitch, I live. So Lisa and Chanel meet for lunch, looking fabulous, baby. Let me tell you something, Chanel. Well, not Chanel. Your outfit was cute, but I didn't like it on you because you just ain't got the body for that. I'm just gonna be honest. Like I felt like had Lisa and all that body yada yada she got. Because baby, let me tell you something. When Lisa walked up, bitch. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. In my opinion, Dubai is shitting on Beverly Hills, in my opinion. Because honey, let me tell you something. Just the entrances, the way they are, like it ain't no phony type shit. Like they naturally adapt to that. Like I listen, I was for it. But yeah, it was cute, Chanel, but it would have been cuter on a bitch with a body. And honey, Lisa, she was sitting straight up. So when asked was she going to some type of event that they had already planned on going to, she said that she planned on going to Caroline's hen party, bachelorette party. Because she only is you get married once. Well, in her case, it's twice. Excuse me, and such and such and such a. And this was when we found out that Caroline and Chanel don't see it for each other at all. They was around each other one time before, and she talked about how allegedly, Caroline was rude to her, and this is and this. But what I will say about Chanel that I like, she didn't put all of that on Caroline. She said, "Listen, I was rude to her. She was rude to me, and it was really only because their energies don't match." And I felt like maybe that is what it is because I mean I don't know. Like Chanel, I think you mad cool. I really do. I think you mad cool, and I ain't got no problem with you. You ain't did nothing to me yet. But again, I can see how some other women might be turned off by you. I'm not shading you, sis. I'm just saying I can kind of see how that can happen. And I'm just gonna be honest. Um, she basically said that this was a contract wedding. And in so many words, Lisa felt the same damn way. And I'm gonna be real. have your fun with Sergio, but I really felt like you put the cart before the horse. I feel like you put a lifetime expectation on something that just should have been fun. And I think Sergio's cool. I think he's a nice young man. I don't know nothing about him yet, and I think he's real fine. But I don't know, Caroline. We'll see though. Um, so Brooks calls while they're in the middle of lunch, and she basically says that, hey, I got an invite, for the hen party. Did you get one? And she says, yeah, it's supposed to be pastel. So I'm just gonna wear some pastel, blah, 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 which she did. And she mentioned Chanel not getting an invite, and she said something to the effect of, well, maybe she just wanted the people that were important to her there. And Chanel took that as Brooks saying that, or Chanel took that as Caroline saying that she wasn't important, so that's why she didn't get an invite. Don't get me wrong. Was Brooks being messy? Yeah. Brooke, you was. Not only do you look like K. Michelle, you act like that bitch too, because that was messy. It was. Excuse me. You was cackling and kicking, and the whole time you didn't know that the person you was talking about was there. But at the same time, and I know I'm skipping, but oh well. Chanel, I've kind of felt like you putting 20 on 10 when it comes to that. That's just my opinion, and we'll get down more into it when we get there. So, the hen party, first and foremost, the edits are everything. Bravo, you better step it up with the edits, honey, because they already trying to take y'all down. So the least you can do is give us a quality of work. So Caroline says that Sergio didn't want a bachelor party, which again is weird to me. I'm just gonna be honest. It's weird. It's weird. What does Sergio do? Y'all drop down in the comments if anybody know anything about Sergio. Maybe he comes from a rich, wealthy family, or whatever the case may be. And if he does, then all right, okay, cool. But I don't know. Something about it is just fine, Caroline. It's your business. Caroline, it's your business, girl. So, Chanel not being there comes up, and Brooks throws shade. Brooks like, oh, I didn't realize anybody was missing. She's very much so said, I feel like everybody that was invited got an invite, and the people that she wanted here is here, and whoever ain't here, then tough titties for them. And I get where she was coming from. Ain't no need to talk about who not here, girl. That don't matter. I mean, this is her bachelor. Listen, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't feel like Caroline is wrong for picking and choosing who she wants to be where when it comes down to something important like that. You know what I'm saying? Chanel already threw shade, feeling like this ain't nothing but a contractual wedding. So it's just like, just off of the strength of that alone, I don't felt like she did anything wrong by having people that really know her, really care for her, really love her, that she knows like that. And some of the girls on the cast that she rocks with like that to be there. I don't feel like she's in the wrong for that. Like Ada did the same thing. So it is what it is. Moving on. So Nina and Sarah take their kids out to walk the Dubai frame. Shout out to them for that. This is another thing that I love, and it makes me want to go and visit Dubai. Because although I have my share of heights, I would do it. I would do it. I'd be like the boy. I'd be like the little boy. You might have to take a respirator with because I might need it, but I still go, bitch. Okay, I still do it because that's what we have for. They also touched about teaching their kids between the Arabic language, and English and stuff like that. I appreciated that. I did. I appreciate those type of conversations, and I appreciate both of the ladies being honest. One of them saying, I teach my kids Arabic daily. I talk to them in Arabic and stuff like that. They know the culture. They're American, but they also know this. And I appreciate the other one for saying, listen, child, I grew up in the States. I only moved back here when I got of age. I had the money to do it. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I'm American through and through. I give a little yang around the house for the kids. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I appreciated the honesty. I'm here for it. So Nina talks about how she wants to have a dinner um in a full moon, under a full moon, I should say, with all of the ladies. I'm not mad at that. So then we get down to the dinner, and the dinner was fabulous. Okay, the restaurant was fabulous. Do you hear me? The tablescape was fabulous. All right, the views was fabulous. Do you hear me? I was down for baby. Nina looked fabulous. Okay, say what y'all want about Chanel, baby. She looked fabulous. I was here for it. Even though Brooks was the only one that really stuck to the, well, not her. She and Caroline stuck to the role with the pastel. But other than that, Nina and Chanel, I need to live. Look, I'm about to move to Dubai, y'all. See, that's the type of rich and fabulous I'm talking about. I need to live in Dubai. That's my goal. I'm moving to Dubai, bitch. Don't look for me unless you planning on buying a passport. That's the only way you're gonna be able to see me. That's how I'm trying to live. Dubai, I'm gonna be there. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna be right there, Dubai. You better get ready. My gay ass is gonna be all up around there, honey. Sure will. So when Chanel get there, Chanel goes up for herself, honey. Look, I live for the confidence. Now, ordinarily, I would say you got a little bit too damn much confidence. But I live for it though, Chanel. If don't nobody else go up for you, you better go up for you, sir. Look, it is what it is. But again, I could see how that will rub people the wrong way, which it did, because it made Chanel, Caroline, and Brooke, both Carolines. It made both of them sad out the hell out of it. Because I mean, don't get me wrong, girl, you gorgeous. But so was all of the other ladies there. Like you got a Princess Love with a lot more melanin look-alike. You got a K Michelle look-alike. Like it's so many beauties that is there, child. You acting like you the only one, girl. Calm down. Anyway, so they talk about the hen party and how much fun that all of them had. And Chanel straight up says, can they change the subject? She don't want to listen to something that she wasn't invited to. That's her opinion. She won't dare. She don't give a shit. And she don't want to know nothing about it. And I get it. I get it. Like, don't sit up here and have a whole conversation to me about something that I was purposely not invited to. Like, was it rude? Yeah, but I think it was also rude for y'all to sit up and go up for a bachelorette party that one of the people was not invited to. Now, although Sarah wasn't there either, I'm more than sure it wasn't because she didn't invite her. It probably had to be she has something to do. I don't know. Maybe she didn't invite her because she did not know her like that. I don't really know. Like I said, she only wanted people there that she was like close to like that, or that was like real friends of hers. She has the right to do that. And if she doesn't feel that close or connected to you, why should you feel away? Much like Sarah said, hey, I wasn't there or I didn't get an invite, but I mean, I still wish the best for her. I still hope that she had a great time, and such and such and such. Like, we should just be able to move on from it. But again, I get it, but I get where Chanel was coming from too. I did. So Brooks keeps talking about, because Brooks is not here for Miss Chanel at all. So Brooks is still talking about what a granddilly old time she had. Fuck this on her feelings. And then Brooks chimes in. I mean, not Brooks. Chanel chimes in and asks Brooks about the comments she made about Caroline, saying that she only invited important people. And she didn't invite her because she wasn't important. Brooks came back and said, that it was a joke. She says she jokingly said that she guessed she invited the people that were important to her. So from what Brooks is saying, she says, I didn't say she didn't invite you because you wasn't important. what she said was, well, I'm assuming, she just only invited the people that she felt was important to her. That's not saying that you're not important. That's just saying that this is a special event. And I want the people that I know like that, or that I'm comfortable with, or that quiet as it's kept, she don't owe none of y'all hoes no explanation as to why she did or did not invite y'all to her damn bachelorette party. It's her bachelorette party. At the end of the day, Chanel, if you feel that way about it, you host something and don't invite her. Only invite the people that you close to like that. And it's obvious that y'all don't see it for each other. So you will have the right to do that. And she cannot have the right to feel away, because the same way you have to bite the bullet, so should she. That's how I feel about the situation. I'm not about to dwell all deep into all of that. And then it get down to a roasting session between Brooks and Chanel. And I was just like, listen, Brooks, you was being messy. All right, you was being messy. You was cackling and you was being messy. But I'm gonna be real with you. Lisa, I lay you down, but you was being messy too, because you could have just been a real bitch and say, well, listen, I'm sitting here having lunch with Chanel right now. So that's why I was kind of with Chanel when Chanel was like, just tell her you at lunch with me. Yeah, just say that. Like, yeah, you can call her messy. And she was being messy. But in my opinion, I felt like you was being messy as well, for pretending as if you weren't right in front of her and she was there listening to the conversation. To me, it's equally as messy. I mean, that's just my opinion. But y'all, that's it. That's all I got. I ain't got no more to give y'all. Girl, this cough, my throat. But this episode was not bad at all. It wasn't bad. It took me longer to watch it because I had to get to know the folk and all that stuff. But it wasn't bad. Y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about last night's episode. And yeah, until the next Tea Talk, whenever that may be, I'll holler at y'all in. Bye.